Hello, my name is Paul Breda, and I'm candidate for school board on the November 5th ballot in Wharton. When I saw that there would be contenders for the first time in a long time, a competition for 2 seats, I was hopeful that there would be discussions about the future of our schools and what's best for our kids, our families, and our community. But unfortunately, there's been none of that. And so this is a real missed opportunity to have a good conversation about our schools. I would like to point out that I've posted other videos where I talk in depth about what I see as my role and my contribution as an 11-year school board member to the schools. And I do want to please ask you to take a look at those videos as well, because that's really what this is all about. Unfortunately, however, there's more going on maybe than what might meet the eye. And I'd like to talk about that right now. Um, this is a flyer that we are seeing in our mailboxes now, similar to some of the street signs that are popping up. It really doesn't tell us much about these two candidates. I know that one of them moved into town a little over a year ago, but neither one of them has ever even been to a school board meeting. So what they have to offer as school board members, I really don't know. But what's interesting about their flyer is what you see in the small print, specifically in the upper left corner. If you look up 134 Columbia Turnpike, Florham Park, in Google, which anybody can do, you'll see that it is the address of Azzolini and Benedetti, a law firm. And one of the attorneys at Azzolini and Benedetti is Alan Zakin. Alan Zakin is also Wharton's planning board attorney. And these are the minutes from the reorganization meeting of January 9th, 2024, available on the Wharton website. You'll see that not only was he present, but he was appointed again to serve as planning board attorney for 2024. And you can get a better image here if you go on the town website and see the details for yourself. Now, the planning board plays a crucial role in municipal government by overseeing land use, development, and the implementation of the town's master plan, which is a comprehensive guide for the long-term physical development of our town. The board reviews applications for subdivisions, site plans, and variances that are consistent with local zoning laws. The planning board is not directly involved in pilot agreements with developers, whereby desirable development is offered to make payments in lieu of taxes, but the planning board is definitely part of that overall process. Now, what I've also pointed out in previous videos is that there are 4 properties in Wharton that are not paying taxes. These properties make payments in lieu of taxes per an agreement signed off by the mayor and the town council. Those 4 properties represent $58.8 million of value that is not being taxed. They have up to 30-year agreements to make payments in lieu of taxes. But if we were to apply the tax rate of our schools to that $58.8 million in value, that is $1.16 million that is not going to our schools as it otherwise would if it were tax revenue. Instead, these properties contribute $0 to our schools. If they were paying taxes, that's where we would get that 1.16 million. Taxpayers like you and I are filling this gap. The school still gets its money, but it's not coming from those taxes. That $1.16 million has to be made up, and it's being made up by you and me as taxpayers. I've spent a lot of time in this, educating myself and sharing what I've learned, and this has drawn the ire of the mayor. And so what I'd like to know is who's behind my opponents. Who's funding them? Who's funding these signs and these flyers? And what does Alan Zakin have to do with it? What is his role in the school board campaign of my my competition. I'm here to say that this is part of the mayor's plan. Somehow he thinks that by knocking me off the school board, I'm going to go away. But this is what's behind the campaigns of my competition. I'm asking that you not only consider this when you vote, but we should all be asking this question of our town. Why are town appointed officials getting involved in school board politics, including the mayor and certainly the planning board attorney? Thank you for paying attention. I do hope you'll also look at my videos regarding what's going on in our schools and what I think is my contribution, so that's hopefully going to be the reason that you vote for Paul Breda on November 5th.